You
That's
talk about how
awesome.
you wrestle too, right?
Yeah.
You wrestled in high school, and you also obviously were a thrower, a javelin thrower, and then you went on to do that in college. So when you transitioned from high school to college, obviously you dropped wrestling, right? But what did you learn? Like, I find it fascinating with wrestlers because I find wrestling as one of the most mentally tough sports because it's
Oh, for
one
sure.
on one. You know, you're competing against yourself. The cardio is crazy. And so, what did you learn from wrestling mentally and physically that helped parlay you into college and your work as a javelin thrower in college?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great question. So, one definitely like one of the things that you mentioned that I totally agree with is the discipline aspect of the sport, the ability to manage your weight, in like an off season period. So, like obviously, powerlifting is a weight class based sport. So, being able to manage your weight consistently, being able to cut weight because I usually have to end up cutting like 4 to 5 pounds like prior to a competition.
Mm.
So just like the week of the meet, just do like water manipulation. And so like that takes like for somebody who hasn't experienced that before, I can definitely see it um, messing with them from like a mental state. Also, just the the fact that wrestling is also it's technically both a team and an individual sport,
Yeah.
but it's primarily an individual sport. I would say just like being able to know that every single thing, every like the outcome of my match only relies on me. And that's the same thing. The same thing with powerlifting. Like nobody else is lifting the bar. This is me. So like that's the same thing. And I feel like I've pretty much almost exclusively done individual sports throughout my life. I don't really know like why that is. I think it's um, just like the sport itself, just like a sheer coincidence that the sport that I was interested in, whether it be wrestling, throwing, powerlifting, they're all just individual sports. I think that's just like a coincidence, but having done individual sports primarily definitely has helped a lot.